Hi, I'm Isabella Cristiano. I took Understanding Personalities this semester. Firstly, I'd really like to talk about my learning reflection folio and my ideas behind that and why I did choose the way that I did. So throughout the semester, I'd taken weekly notes in class about the content we'd learned and my answers to class debates and, things that we put forward that I'd just written down on my computer. So I wanted the opportunity to kind of show my thoughts and my feelings from my point of view. So I chose to do a diary type reflection, which chronologically made sense to follow the lectures as Mark had broken them up. So that 1 to 3 we looked at the self, and 4 to 6 we looked at yourself, and so forth. So I found that this way it allowed me to look at the content generally and not too topic specific. This was because, as I did talk about in one of my diary entries, I believe personalities are so multidimensional that every theory and every idea can be kind of connected to another one, but that some of them almost lack empirical evidence to just be used on their own. So by breaking up the coursework into big chunks, it allowed me to look at everything kind of as a grand scheme of things and to be able to put my opinions in the work as a whole, which I believe really followed a progression over the semester from kind of one opinion and how it changed to eventually what I did think at the end of the semester. So I chose a really informal way of presenting my work. There was kind of capitalizations for words that emphasize, side comments that I addressed just to myself, informal language, and it was really a talk back style of writing. And I chose to do this because I wanted the opportunity to be very open and honest through my work. And I thought that kind of treating it as my diary made it a really safe space to just say whatever came to mind and however I felt. And I really hope that that shows through my work and that Mark can see that is that I really tried to show that it was just my thoughts, what I really thought and how I was thinking and the changes that it would made. So the other thing that I really hope shows through my work is the progression from the early weeks of the semester to the end. So in the early weeks, I felt really negative. I think that I focused on the bad things in my life. I remember a lot of the examples that we were doing in class. I was thinking, bad things, heartbreak, suicide, or negative things that I felt stood out in my life more than the good, and I didn't almost see the good at all. I felt really quiet. I felt a lot less confident. Like I said, all these answers I'd written on my computer compared to the end of the semester where I was contributing to class debates. So I hope that through this diary you can see where I've kind of changed, where I've started to change in the semester, that by the end of the semester I was actually contributing to class discussions, sharing my opinions and my ideas and really applying the content to my own world, which I felt really good that I kind of opened up in that way, and I hope that that shows through the diary that that was kind of what was going on. So I'm glad that I took this subject and that I can, when looking back, I can see the progressions in myself, and I hope that's kind of a continuing process. But yeah, I guess from the beginning of the semester to now, the main thing is that I do see these changes in myself and in my outlook, and mostly that's what I wanted to express in my work, that my enthusiasm and my effort grew within the weeks, and that was really important as well, that I became more trusting of the strangers in the class, that they weren't going to judge me. I mentioned in the first diary entry that there was 100 pairs of eyes looking at me, and I didn't feel that way at the end of the semester. That was kind of a combination of feeling that it was a safe environment of strangers, essentially. I knew really no one by name, but also being that I was also confident enough to speak in that way. So I am really happy that I took Understanding Personalities this semester, and if anything, that's what I'm most happy with, my progression over the term, and I really hope that that is expressed through my work.